Hey Pinheads, do you ever wonder what would happen if horror villains faced off? Well, so do we. So what we've done is we've taken 22 of the most badass horror villains and put them at random on a bracket. We will have these villains face off one battle at a time until we reach the ultimate number one villain who would win it all. If you haven't done this yet, please subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, please like. Also, please comment. We always enjoy seeing what you have to say. Thank you very much. Do that shit. Welcome back, Pinheads, and we are continuing on with our horror villain bracket face-off. We just saw, if you were watching, Freddy Krueger beat the Candyman, sadly. I lost a point on that. I'm not going to go over the whole summary every time, but I'll go ahead and just kind of pop it up there so you can see what happened, and I'll give you a second for that. Good, I'm glad we're caught up now. So, now we've got, I say this about all of them because I personally find all of this interesting. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. So this one is Jaws and Leatherface. And as Steve had mentioned kind of in passing and in previous episodes here with the Jaws thing, I couldn't not include Jaws. I mean, I know that there's some villains here where it's like just a weird matchup. Like Jaws could go against anybody and it's just weird, and I get that. But I had to include all of, in my opinion, and in the opinion of so many horror fans, all of the best horror villains for this bracket. So that's why we have Jaws up here. And Jaws is going up against Leatherface, one of my personal all-time favorites. So this is where it gets really hard. And I know that some of us had this with the director's brackets. If you guys ever go back and watch the director's brackets, some of these get really difficult for us because there's just face-offs where it's just like it's when you think about who you like or who's popular to you, who's popular in your heart, if you will. It's hard to really decide sometimes. Now we're going to discuss like what a fight might look like between these guys, but I mean, Jaws really, I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not going to say it again, but you guys know how I feel about Jaws. It's a huge part of my childhood. And Leatherface is, Texas Chainsaw is probably realistically my favorite franchise, especially slasher horror franchise of all time. I love Leatherface. I think he's a fantastic character. So for me, this is a tough one. And let's just say that somehow these two meet up, Steve. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I wonder, can you tan a shark hide into leather?
I've seen shark skin boots. Shark skin boots. Yes, I have.
So I can see Leatherface with like a portion of Jaws's like cheek. He has to like cut a gill, hole out for his eye or something. That's a weird one. So outside of the Thing, Jaws is the only
like an animal.
Or the only thing without legs. Everybody else can move around on land except for Jaws. So we need to once again find how we get back into the water. And for the sake of ending this whole Jaws versus the world thing, because anything in the water with Jaws is probably toast, right? So unless it's like a prehistoric dinosaur that could swallow it like a guppy. I'm going to say that Leatherface will take this one somehow, but I got a feeling he's going to tear him up with his chainsaw, make a mess out of him. So now I just don't know how we get him out of the water, though.
I got a question, though. Like, well, if Jaws attacked the boat, let's say that Leatherface is on a boat and he attacks the boat like he did in Jaws, and he's kind of got his head up out of the water. I mean, that's a good time right there to take a chunk out of him.
Yep.
And a chainsaw would be a great tool to take a chunk out of a shark. I mean, that chainsaw teeth are probably even a little bit more harsh than shark teeth. Man-made metal and all that. My question is, though, I've got to say, I'm pretty sure a chainsaw isn't going to work in water. That'd be
definitely wouldn't work in water.
Really, really cool if it did, though. Like a water chainsaw. I don't know what you'd use that for, but somebody needs to work on that because that would be awesome. I would probably get one and just go and use a chainsaw in the water. I don't know what I would do with it, but it'd be fun. I cut my leg off actually with it with the wave or tide or something. I'll probably take my anyway. Um, yeah, man. This one, I mean, I love Leatherface, but I mean, if he's in the water, he's screwed, man. His weapon's a chainsaw. Besides that, he's just a big dude, and his strength isn't going to really do a whole lot in the water. So I think that there's not a whole lot to discuss there. I mean, I as much as I love Leatherface, I think I'm going. I think I got Jaws up here on my screen right now, sitting
I
next
don't
to
know.
me.
I don't know. I think that Leatherface would be on a surfboard and he would have a water chainsaw. And he would just go to town on Jaws, and then Jaws would just be so hurt that he would die.
You were supposed to say I've got to go with my heart on this one, like you have
Well,
with all the other ones.
I am
What's
going to go with my heart, and I'm going to say Jaws.
now? Let
I'm
me
going
let
to say
me
Jaws.
let me
And I
ask
think
you, Liza.
Leatherface
Which one of these two characters would you like to cuddle with the most?
Leatherface.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Well, Jaws
Wow.
is wet.
So yeah, I mean, for the sake that Jaws is the only one that always has to find a way to get somebody in the water,
Yeah.
as opposed to it can be, every place else on Earth with the rest of the cast. So I'm going to say that somehow, some way, Leatherface is on a boat, or maybe it's a larger ship, or even just a.
Wait a second. Are
Like,
you saying that they finally got a bigger boat?
they got a bigger boat, but
Okay.
still
I needed to hear you say it.
a small enough boat in the back where Jaws can come on up and like in that iconic scene, and come halfway out of the water onto the boat, and that's when Leatherface pretty much cuts his head off, and he ends up going into the water too. But at that point, it didn't matter. So I'll go Leatherface, and this is a good opportunity for you guys to get one back. I'll split the difference, and I'll go the other way.
Okay, so we've got two Jaws and a Leatherface. Let me ask you a question, man. If you were, say, you were in that situation and Jaws comes up on the boat and you just chainsaw on his head, right? Jaws is now dead. You got this big ass shark there. You think you do you think you'd make a shark steak? You think you'd eat some of that?
He'd be wise to try to sell as much of it as he could.
Because I mean, I don't know about you, man, but I like a good shark steak. It's like very meaty. It's kind of almost like the steak of the sea. I mean, they call it a shark steak, but it's kind of got that meaty vibe to it. I'd probably take a bite out of Jaws. Maybe
I
even
don't think I might have had a shark steak before. I feel like I have to have had one before.
It's really good.
Yeah, I don't recall.
I like it.
I feel like salmon is the steak of the sea.
Salmon is like the salmon of the sea.
It's kind of like the chicken of the sea.
No, that's tuna.
Oh.
Okay, so let's go ahead and tally the votes before this gets way out of control. Please wait while we calculate the results.
Fight! Apocalypse! Killing frenzy! I demand a sacrifice. Finish him! Game over.
And the winner is... And the winner is Jaws.
Wow.
Jaws took it.
I guess Jaws is going all the way to the end because everybody's going to end up have to put their water wings on out into the water and wade with a freaking 35-foot shark. So
well, I think when it comes to Jaws, you have to suspend disbelief on this and maybe step off to the side and just sort of realize that a lot of this is based on popularity.
Yeah, but Leatherface has got to be maybe top two or three, is in my opinion, of iconic like horror people. I mean, or horror.
I mean, honestly, man, the fact of the matter is here, I got to tell you, which you may already know, but I mean, Jaws beat Leatherface by it's fractional,
A smudge.
Yeah, it's not
smudge.
It's not much. he barely took that one, you know. So.
Well, I wanted to gift back a point to you guys. So.
All right. Well, that puts us at Steve and I now tied again. So Steve and I are now at 10-6, 10 wins and 6 losses, and Liza's still trailing by just 1 at 9 wins and 7 losses. Liza still has a chance here. We've got a few more battles coming up. 5 to be exact. So Liza, you got 5 opportunities here, hopefully, to take the lead. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys being with us up until this point, and hopefully you'll continue on with us. We got a really, really strange one, but fun one coming up next, which is going to be Hannibal versus the Xenomorph. So stay tuned for that. Hey, Pinheads, if you're listening to this, you've been watching our 22 bracket horror villain face-off. I would encourage you to continue to watch, because we've got a lot more coming. We will find out who the ultimate horror villain is. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like if you like what you're seeing. And please comment. We would love to know who you think would win in these battles. Also, make sure that you keep an eye out in the future, because we will be doing more of these brackets, and I would love to get your opinion. We will be putting surveys out there, and you can be a part of this. And your score could matter as well. Thank you for watching. See you soon.
I feel like Leatherface is gonna tear his ass up and go.